The impact of COVID-19 on Norwich Foodbank has been massive. We've had to change lots of different things. We've lost lots of volunteers. We've gained lots of new ones. So this last year has been a really big challenge to us as a charity. The biggest difference for us has been how we've given people the food. People used to come and collect from 10 distribution centres around our patch of Norwich and the surrounding area, but now we're delivering direct to people's houses using volunteer drivers, and that wasn't something we did before. And we've seen a 20% increase in people needing our service, so it really has had a big impact on us. People are referred to the food bank for all sorts of reasons. It might be to do with benefits or work or ill health, housing, lots and lots of different issues. And during the pandemic, we've seen people referred for different reasons. So it might be they've been in work full-time or part-time and now they're furloughed. They might have lost their job altogether and have nowhere else to turn to, and that family income has suddenly reduced. So we're really grateful for the support we've had in order to supply food to those people who've turned to us for the very first time. As part of the Trussell Trust model, we have a nutritionally balanced picking list that we use to pack each parcel with. It's all long life ambient items, so we give enough food for 3 or 4 days, so enough meals for those days, including drinks and snacks, things like cereal, fruit juice, long life milk, tinned meat, pasta, all those sorts of things, the staple things we need, but we also like to include treats as well, so chocolate and other little bits and bobs to just help make that meal a bit nicer and a bit brighter. We're very keen to ensure that people get advice and support as well as the food. For us, the food is the priority, and it might be for the person as well, but there's lots of underlying issues, so we want to make sure that they get that support to make sure they don't need us again in a good way. We're really pleased to work with lots of different agencies like Citizens Advice, councils, shelter, domestic violence places as well, to make sure people get the support that they need. One of the things that we've been able to do is employ our own citizens advice worker, so we can refer people in immediately for advice, and it's great to know that they can get support really quickly. So thinking ahead into the future, we don't know what that's going to hold, but we've been now operating for 10 years and unfortunately we don't think the need is going to go away anytime soon. However, we join with the Trussell Trust in wanting to see an end for the need for food banks, not just the end for food banks, but people being in need, people being in poverty, and that's something we're very keen to work on in the next year at least, looking at their Pathfinder project with Trussell Trust and seeing what else can we do for people, which means they don't need to come to our doors in the first place. The community can help us in lots of different ways, and it's always a good idea to look up your local food bank because they'll all have different needs. Right now our need is long life fruit juice and size 6 and 7 nappies, but that will change week by week, and for lots of food banks they'll have completely different needs. So please do look up your local Trussell Trust food bank and see what they might need help with. There's also lots of opportunities to volunteer with food banks, particularly now, but again into the future. So please do look them up and see what you might be able to do to help.